Andrew Huberman is a neuroscientist and professor at Stanford University who has gained a lot of popularity over the last couple of years due to his research on physical health and performance. His strict daily routine has been shown to increase focus, testosterone, and overall well-being. So to see whether or not this routine is a game changer or just some bro science, I'm going to be waking up way earlier than I'd like to at around 6:30 a.m. and following his strict routine for the entire day. Alright, so currently it is 9:46 p.m. I'm in bed, probably just going to read a little bit, just chill out for the next 20-30 minutes, and then hopefully be asleep by like 10:30. I'll be honest, this is definitely the earliest I've been in bed since probably I was a kid, so probably gonna be a long night. Might honestly take a melatonin just to make things easier, because yeah, waking up at 6:30, that's just brutal. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Alright guys, so I'm up. It's 6:25. So yeah, it's early. Don't feel as tired though. I think it's because I was honestly asleep by like 10:50, and I think I got a lot more like REM sleep this night than I typically do, because I usually go to bed like 1 to 2 a.m. So I think because of that I feel pretty good. Like, I'm definitely gonna take a nap later, but I don't feel like I'm about to die, you know what I mean? So yeah, let's get the day started. Okay, so now it's time for the worst part of the day, which is taking a cold shower. I've honestly been doing this for the last week, but just doing it this early is brutal. I've turned on my my water heater just to make the room super cozy when I come back, but still, this is gonna be tough, definitely, but it's worth it. Alright, so it's been like roughly an hour since I've been awake now. So this is gonna be my first meal of the day. We got oatmeal and then a protein shake, 30 grams. So definitely not the most appetizing, but it's quick, it's light, gets the job done. Nothing like a good old cup of coffee to start the day, especially when your day started at 6 a.m. You know, also another thing, prior to making this video, I always watched, other people's videos, waking up at 5 a.m., doing this, doing that. And I always thought to myself, obviously it's cool, you're waking up early, but at the same time, you're still getting the same amount of work done. But now that I've done it, I actually find that there is a huge difference. And that's because when you wake up at like 6, 5 a.m., whatever the case, it's actually just pitch black out. You have like 0 notifications. You can actually sit down and focus way easier. It's way easier to get the work done. It's interesting. I just did an hour and like 10 minutes of deep work, and I feel great. It's still 8 a.m. I still have the whole day ahead of me. Also, if you're asking like, yo, why the hell are you even doing this in the first place? Honestly, man, I don't know if you've realized this, but for me, I feel like ever since the pandemic, like the years have just been going like this. Next thing you know, it's like summer, then it's January, and it's just like repeats. It's like, where's time going? For me personally, I've been kind of a lazy piece of shit for the last little bit, and I'm not really where I want to be in life, especially because I'm going to be graduating university soon, and I don't want to be working door to door forever, even though it's like amazing money. Like, I almost made 6 figures this summer, which is insane, but it's not something I want to do long term. I want to be able to travel. I want to be able to get into real estate, stuff like that, buy a nice car, materialistic things as well. And that's why I'm like, hey, I gotta really be intentional with my day. I can't just let the days go by like this. I gotta put in the work, I gotta be uncomfortable, I gotta discipline my mind. That's why I'm taking these cold showers, right? Like waking up early. So that's why moving forward, I'm just gonna be super intentional, and then hopefully within the next couple of months, maybe a year or two, I'll be at a completely different place. But yeah, that's my little rant. Let's go hit the gym. So your boy just cooked up some fire food. We got 3 eggs, some ground beef, a little bit of mayo chop on there. Russian salad, I've been getting it from this like European store next to me. It's been just super good. And then an avocado. These are the macros right here, so pretty solid. I'm trying to aim for around 150 to 180 grams of protein per day. I'm doing like a mini bulk right now, so it's been going well. Definitely seeing some progress. Plan is, I'm gonna scarf this down right now, probably try and get another hour of deep work done. Then I'm gonna take a fat nap for like 45 minutes. Hopefully I'm not like super out of it, because I'm gonna aim for one more deep work sesh in like the later afternoon. But yeah, that's the plan for today. Pretty hyped. So far it's been going really well. Okay, so quick update. After I ate that meal, I started to feel really tired. So I still try to get some work done, but honestly it wasn't going anywhere. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to take a nap now, and then once I wake up, that's when I'm going to finish the rest of my work. Pro tip, if you're taking a nap, keep it between 20 to 45 minutes. I find that's like the sweet spot. Any longer and you just start feeling so like disoriented and groggy. So I'm going to take a nap and I'll catch you guys after. It's like 10 p.m. right now. A lot has happened since I last saw you guys. Ended up taking a 20-minute nap, like literally on the dot. Felt good though. I felt, really refreshed. So yeah, I got a lot of work done. Today was by far probably one of my most productive days ever. So I'm going to make a video tomorrow just kind of going over my thoughts and opinions, because I'm like pretty tired right now. So I will see you guys tomorrow. So after having completed Andrew Huberman's strict morning routine, let's answer the question, is it worth it? And my answer to that is yes. I think Andrew Huberman's routine is phenomenal in terms of productivity. Yesterday was by far my most productive day, probably of the year. Just waking up really early in the morning, taking that cold shower, that alone is enough to just get you started. Like, you honestly don't even need caffeine after that. You are just wired and ready to go. I mean, I still chose to drink caffeine because honestly I love it and kind of addicted to it. And especially too, just getting your first deep work session done first thing in the mornings when it's still dark out just really kind of sets the tone for the day. Doing that and then hitting the gym, by the time you finish it's still only like 10 11 a.m. and you got the whole day ahead of you, which I absolutely loved. Now, will I be continuing to do this routine? Well, the answer to that is kind of. Naturally, I am kind of a night owl, so going to bed at 10 and waking up at 6, not really ideal for me. It was actually really tough. But at the same time, going to bed at 1 to 2 and waking up at 11 is also not ideal. What I'll try and do is kind of meet in the middle. Also, another thing that I really liked is just being super intentional with my working sessions. So what I mean by that is when I sit down, put a timer on for 60 minutes, 90 minutes, whatever, and for that period of time, don't look at my phone, just solely focus on what I'm doing. And then once that's over, I can go on my phone, go outside, chill out, maybe watch some Netflix, whatever. I find that I'm just so much more productive and efficient with what I'm doing if I do that, versus if I'm just like working, check my phone, look at some memes, put it away, work, repeat. You know what I mean, right? But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. So if you liked the video, make sure to smash that like button and hit subscribe. With that being said, I'll see you guys in the next one.